The Carthari armada drifted at the edge of Sol system, serrated warships casting shadows across Saturn's pale rings. The fleet stretched for thousands of kilometers, dreadnoughts shaped like jagged knives, carriers bristling with fighters, cruisers heavy with plasma cannons. Every ship radiated menace. For centuries, the Carthari Empire had marched across the galaxy like a wildfire. One by one, civilizations fell before them. The Shava, whose crystalline cities now lay in ruins. The Reku, reduced to indentured labor. The proud Vol, now little more than a memory in Carthari archives. The empire fed on conquest, growing stronger with each swallowed species. Now, their gaze had turned toward a small blue planet orbiting an unremarkable yellow star. Earth. The Predator's View Admiral Vayrith, master of the fleet, stood at the viewport of his flagship, the Voracious Fang. His scales glistened under the bridge's cold light as he studied Earth's spinning globe. Oceans shimmered like liquid sapphires. Clouds swirled in delicate spirals. Continents teemed with lights from sprawling cities. To Carthari eyes, it was laughably undefended. No orbital defense grids, no planetary shield net, no automated fortress stations. Humanity's war machines were confined to their single world. Outdated rockets, primitive missiles, chemical propellants. Compared to the disciplined might of the Empire, they were prey animals gnashing their teeth in the dark. They quarrel among themselves, Vayrith remarked to his officers. Petty wars, fragmented states, obsolete weapons. Their technology is centuries behind our weakest colonies. When the armada descends, they will shatter like glass. The fleet prepared for the ritual, the ultimatum broadcast. Every Carthari conquest began with one. A declaration transmitted across every frequency, every channel, every device. The Empire did not simply crush its prey, it announced their fall before the first strike. Fear was a weapon, and the ultimatum was its sharpened edge. But before the broadcast could launch, something unexpected happened. The unexpected message transmission surged toward the fleet, blanketing their communication arrays. It wasn't from a government, not a king or emperor, not a council or single voice. It was from humanity itself. Billions of signals woven together in chaotic harmony. Leaders, soldiers, scientists, students, workers, parents, children. Every language, every accent, every culture. The fleet's translators struggled, systems overheating as they converted the flood into Carthari tongue. What emerged was not surrender. It was a warning. We are humanity. We fight ourselves because steel must clash against steel. We argue because our voices are free, but do not mistake division for weakness. We are 8 billion strong. Every war we have fought has forged us harder. Every struggle has taught us survival. If you come, you will learn what survival truly means. The voices were raw, unpolished, alive with fire. There was no tremor of fear. Some Carthari laughed. Others grew uneasy. Admiral Vayrith frowned. He had heard countless ultimatums crumble into begging, seen leaders cry for mercy before his claws. But these were not pleas. These were teeth bared at the dark. The message continued, now laced with history-evident scars. We survived ice ages armed with nothing but stone. We crossed oceans without knowing what lay beyond. We split the atom, touched the moon, wired our world together. We turned the void of space into a battlefield of ideas. Test us and we will turn it into a battlefield of fire. Images followed. Humans trudging through frozen wastes, ships sailing stormy seas, rockets rising into night skies. Then came darker visions. Trenches of World War I, burning cities of World War II, mushroom clouds clawing the heavens. Yet each image ended not in silence but in rebuilding. Out of rubble rose cities, out of ashes, nations, and finally billions of voices united across the planet, spoke in one tongue, translated perfectly for Carthari ears. We are the species that will not die. Come and we will show you. The transmission cut. Silence smothered the bridge of the Voracious Fang. Doubt in the armada for the first time in his long career. Admiral Vayrith felt uncertainty gnawing at his certainty. His second officer scoffed. Posturing, a prey animal puffing its fur. Their history is nothing. Their weapons are nothing. We will erase them in days. But a strategist at the rear spoke carefully. Admiral, if even half of what they claim is true, then humanity is unlike any prey we have faced. They do not fear fire. They have lived in it. Another added, their numbers are vast. 8 billion, more than the combined populations of 3 conquered races. If they resist long enough, they may inspire rebellion in the colonies. The Empire has never faced an enemy that others could admire. The bridge hissed with unease. The Carthari fed on fear, on breaking wills. But what if these humans could not be broken? What if their very resistance spread like a contagion? Humanity's hidden weapons across Earth, the broadcast had been humanity's gamble. Governments bickered and quarreled, yes, but when the alien fleet appeared in the sky, humanity's deepest instinct awoke. Not submission, not surrender, defiance. Human militaries scrambled jets, loaded missiles, activated nuclear silos. Submarines vanished beneath oceans, carrying arsenals of apocalyptic firepower. Civilian networks turned into resistance hubs. Hackers probed the edges of Carthari comms, planting code where they could. The world united not by treaties but by sheer necessity. For the first time, the old divisions blurred. Humanity's true weapon wasn't technology. It wasn't even numbers. It was the will to fight, no matter the odds. The choice of the predator for 10 days. The Carthari armada lingered at the edge of Sol, running simulations, analyzing the human transmission, weighing their empire's appetite against a prey that promised to bite back. On the 11th day, Admiral Varith stood before his command council. "We came to harvest prey," he said, his voice low. "But these humans, they are no prey. They are something else. If we break them, it will cost us fleets, perhaps more. If we fail, we risk inspiring rebellion across the stars." Silence stretched. Then slowly the council bowed their heads. Without firing a shot, the fleet turned away. The Carthari Empire, conqueror of 100 worlds, retreated from Sol. Shockwaves across the galaxy, whispers spread faster than light. The predators had chosen a target and fled. Species long crushed beneath Carthari rule asked why. The rumor carried fragments of the human broadcast, and as those words spread, they took root. Among the enslaved, they were repeated like scripture. Among the oppressed, they became a mantra. We are the species that will not die. For the first time in millennia, the Empire trembled. And on Earth, beneath the quiet stars, humanity understood what they had done. They had not merely defended their home. They had sent a message into the dark. They had lit a fire. The invaders had set their sights on Earth. But it was humanity's warning that struck first and shocked the galaxy.